Hey guys, this is Toby, and I'm the mo-Tobi-ker. I want to take you with me on my days in the east of Sardinia. So first of all, I see this more as an inspiration and information kind of video. So I don't want to talk all the time, or I won't dramatize everything. So if you're cool with that, then just keep watching. Sardinia offers wide network, dirt roads and off-road tracks suitable for adventure bikes and dual sport bikes. I think the most popular track is the TED, the Trans-Euro Trail, from the north of the island to the south. Surely it is the best way to see as much as possible of the island within a few days, but it's more focused on traveling, so you have to carry all your luggage from one accommodation to the next accommodation, and in my opinion that can be a bit annoying. That is why we decided to focus on one specific region of the island. After internet research, we selected the mountainous region around Lanusei. To find the best off-road tracks in the region, we used the road book of MD Mod, which you can order online. I will put the link in the description below. As we did not take the direct route from ferry port in Olbia to Lanusei, we had to make a stop in Viti for one night. We booked a place called Bed and Breakfast Oasi Tepilora. It's a nice and little bed and breakfast, and the host is very lovely, so it's strongly recommended if you're around there. Now comes a good example for the difference between planning a track theoretically on a map and then facing it in reality. So on the map it looks very easy, but the height difference you easily forget about changes the difficulty tremendously sometimes. I know it still looks very easy, but to stay on the easy path, you have to make the right choices, and if you don't make the right choices, then you end up on sections like this. It doesn't look that steep in the video, but it was very difficult with these big stones. It was not easy to keep the balance and to stop the bike in between. And while we were sledding down there, we were still hoping that it isn't a dead end down there, because I think it wouldn't be possible to get the heavy bikes up again. After reaching our base in Lanusei, on the evening of an exhausting second day, we did a more relaxed trip to the region north of Lanusei on day 3. Our first highlight was the Monte Idolo with a height of 1,235 meters. It provides nice views over the region of Lanusei and towards the sea. The way up was easy, so it was a good warm-up in the morning. Unfortunately, it was a bit cloudy that day, so I couldn't get a good picture of the view. But if you want to get an impression, then look it up on Google Maps, Wikipedia, or elsewhere. Back in the valley, we moved north along the lake Lago di Santa Lucia to the village of Ursulai. On this point, I want to say sorry to any local who's watching if I'm wrong with the pronunciation of these village names. As you can see, the tracks are a bit overgrown there, but curvaceous and much fun to ride. Because there's no village in this area, you get this nice feeling of remoteness I like. This spectacular street branches off from the SS 125 a few kilometers after Ursulai. It literally feels like it is carved into the rock wall. So if you're riding there, just do it slowly and enjoy the nice views. On the next day, we chose the opposite direction and rode to the south. Our first destination was the Monte Ferru, with a height of 823 meters. It doesn't sound like a good viewpoint, but it turned out to be one of the best viewpoints in the area. Just wait and see for yourself. Except for the last few hundred meters, the way up is wide and easy to ride. Only the last few hundred meters, as you can see, are narrow and steep. But if you make your way to the top, it will be compensated by breathtaking views. Afterwards, we followed a long dirt road west to the inner part of the island. Climbing up the hills kilometer after kilometer, we got into some kind of flow. With this flow, comes a lot of fun, but it's also a walk on a thin line between fun and risk. At first, we had much fun riding all the corners with some speed and to push ourselves towards our own limits. At some point, you might push too far and it becomes more likely that you are going to crash. And now, please clear the stage for Mr. Sunny. Even though it looks quite horrific, my friend was quite lucky that a barrier and bushes were at that exact spot, so nothing happened to him. But unfortunately, his brake line wasn't as lucky and got interrupted directly next to the reservoir, as you can see here. While he went for the repair shop, I continued the tour on my own. As you can see, the impressive landscape also kept coming, but nevertheless, it's not the same to ride without your riding buddy. After riding all these nice trails, I still had to level out the crash score of our little group. Even though this crash looks quite serious on the footage, nothing serious happened to me or to my bike. Just some scratches on the tank cover, so I could pull it up and ride home throughout the sunset.